Hello, everybody. Welcome to CritHappens, the campaign to the radio show here at WMNJ, the Forest, Drew University's radio station. I am going to be your dungeon master this season. Nick Kilgore, and my players are
Richard Taylor and Nick Matinas.
And they are playing.
So first of all, fuck Chris.
Fuck Chris.
What's Chris's last name?
I'm not going to say it. Fuck Chris.
Fuck Chris Saragusa.
Chris, I have no...
He does fencing. If you see him, punch him in the face.
Run after him.
Yeah, this was meant to be a 3-person campaign. We're down to 2 this week. We're going to get someone else next week, hopefully.
Yeah, because Chris ain't shit.
Oh, shit, Chris.
CritHappens, and it happened.
Yeah, Crit really happened.
Yeah. Fucking motherfucker. Okay, so...
Anyway, Richard, who are you playing?
I am playing Jesus Christ, a barbarian minotaur. And that's really,
that's the whole bit.
Like, because I'm fucking Chris... I can't play my tabaxi that I've been working on for a fucking week because we need someone who won't die in 3 seconds. There was a tabaxi, bro. I had everything set except for the backstory. But, like, I had it and I was so excited.
Yeah.
Nick.
I'll be playing as a Air Genasi monk.
Not derivative.
Not derivative at all of the Last Airbender series. And I'm absolutely not going to read you my backstory right now.
Okay, here we go.
Where is it? There
really
it is.
good.
No, where is that?
Notes.
Yeah. As a child, the monks used to tell me stories about the old days, a time of peace when the deities kept balance between the water, earth, fire, and air genasi. But that all changed when the fire genasi attacked. Only the deities master all 4 elements. Only they could stop the ruthless fire genasi.
Only the deities?
Only the deities.
Okay.
But when the world needed them most, they vanished. 100 years have passed, and the fire genasi.
That's crazy. I think it just sounds so familiar.
Have you heard this before?
You've never heard that before, ever.
I hope we don't get sued.
It's funny because at one point you say Fire Nation.
Oh, no, he doesn't.
I mean,
you
what?
didn't hear that, copyright bounty hunters.
Jesus Christ! You can't read.
Actually, can you? What's your intelligence? We'll get to that. Finish your backstory, not Monk Gyatso.
No, that is not Monk Gyatso, because my name is Monk Gyatsang. It's different. Growing up under the influence of the wisest men in the world led me to see flaws in myself. I was determined to become as near the level of spiritual perfection as them. I thrived as a student of the monks, unwilling to be any less than the best. I found myself growing further apart from the students I lived with and closer with the men who trained me. As my training progressed, I achieved the highest level of respect from the monks, earning my Genasi tattoos. And honor is the only way to describe the spiritual importance of these tattoos to me. Having been given them by the men who took me in after being abandoned as a child, I felt as though I had done them and myself justice. The monks welcomed me into the guild as one of their own. It was not long after that I began to discover the truth. The monks, although spiritually perfected, were corrupt and took advantage of the people. I discovered that many of the infant boys being delivered to the monastery were payment for deeds that the monks were performing.
Reading the whole backstory. On air.
Drat. Well, you said keep reading.
I know, I forgot it was this long.
Oh, well, I got one more paragraph.
Oh my god. Read it fast.
No, I left because they're corrupt, and I'm looking for my family, and then I'm going to try to fix everything. That's the gist.
You see that turned around at the end?
Yeah.
That actually wasn't too bad at the end.
Yeah, it was so derivative, and then it wasn't.
Yeah, exactly.
Unless that's canon. Is that canon?
In what? In this?
Yeah.
No, his family's dead.
But are the monks corrupt?
No.
Then great.
Not
Good.
at all.
Alright, cool. Yeah, okay, that actually wasn't...
No.
Like, at first it was painful, but I'm like, alright, this actually pretty cool.
We're building.
Yeah.
Alright.
Alright.
Great. We got Jesus Christ and Monk Gyatso songs,
Look,
whatever.
Okay, there's a reason that my name is Jesus Christ.
Yeah, we'll get to that.
We'll get to that.
Anyway.
As soon as we meet anyone.
Anyway. We are doing a module from the Yawning Portal, Tales of the Yawning Portal, from the Yawning, whatever the fuck this book is called. I'm too lazy to flip to the front cover.
Yeah,
so this dungeon is called the Sunless Citadel. Some of you may have heard of it before. It was released in 2000 as a beginning adventure in the 3rd edition of D&D. And yeah, it's a good intro to shit. It's a level 1 to 3 dungeon, so let's see what happens. And yeah, let's get into it. So
we are playing XP.
Yes.
Lovely, making sure.
Yes. Anywho's, yeah. So just by the way, keep track. 300 XP is what you need to level up. Cool. Anyway, both of you are traveling or have traveled to the rural farm town of Oakhurst. You came here because you were at the Yawning Portal, a very popular tavern in the vast city of Waterdeep. And you've heard some weird shit going on around here. You know that a goblin tribe is selling apples to to the villagers. And those apples seem to carry some sort of magical power that completely cures any disease, restores life, wounds, anything.
We can get you back to normal.
Back to normal? He's a minotaur. Yeah, it is normal.
This is my normal.
Oh, I know. But...
What? Yeah. The goblins only sell one every summer. And the moment that... Sorry, they sell them for really expensive prices, like 50 gold pieces. Like, all the town has to offer, pretty much.
That's understandable.
Yeah. So, yeah, they take the apple, they eat it. People aren't sick anymore. They've tried to plant the seeds from the core of the apple. And about 2 weeks after they've grown into this weird root complex that's kind of spiraling out of the ground, they're gone that night. And they're assuming that the goblins are coming back into town and ripping them before they are ripe. So yeah, you guys find yourself at the Old Boar Inn. Yeah, you're surrounded by... Oh, I should mention, it's winter. It's fucking cold as hell. Easily below 0 degrees tonight.
Sounds familiar.
Yeah. Yeah, this actually takes place in Madison, New Jersey. Yeah, it's really cold. People around you are sick. There's not a lot of people in this tavern. In the corner, there's a group of like crying women. It's pretty dim. There's no music tonight. There's some older looking patrons sitting at the bar, kind of just brooding over their ale. And the bartender, Garen, comes up to you and says, "What can I get you?" And this is where the adventure begins. This is the game part.
So, please, sir, we are very well travelers.
Very well spoken, Minotaur.
I mean, hey, let me just say, my intelligence is 12.
That's pretty good.
It is pretty
That's
good.
pretty
so
good.
I can read like
He's
a
more
motherfucker.
intelligent than me.
I'm more intelligent than a motherfucking monk. That's hysterical.
Oh my god, you rolled really high.
As I was saying,
I rolled very poorly.
we are weird travelers. Just may I please just have some ale? How much will it be costing?
Yeah, it'll cost you 6 silver pieces.
Did you say 6 silver pieces
That's
for the ale?
yeah. Well, if profits are low, there's no travelers here, and all my patrons are dying off.
I walk away and take a seat at one of the tables.
He kind of nods. Oh, also there's a woman. She sees you. Jesus Christ!
Do not be afraid. I am not here to harm you. Do not worry.
Make a fucking wisdom saving throw.
I think it was the same.
Yeah, that makes sense, right?
Okay.
Is that a nat 20?
That's an 18, motherfucker.
She rolled a 17, so she's like, okay. And she goes back to the corner of crying women.
Now she's crying for a different reason.
Monkey Out saying you're still at the bar.
You have water?
via 4 silver pieces.
We know each other, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
you ventured here together.
Okay.
I also leave the bar.
He nods again. He knows his prices are too expensive, but he doesn't have a choice.
Actually, I actually turn around and I go to the barkeep and say, "Excuse me, barkeep. These goblins that have been giving apples, these magic apples to people, do you happen to know where exactly they're originating from?"
He finishes cleaning up whatever the fuck, a tankard, and he puts it down. He's like, yeah, the goblins. They come every summer. I can't decide on an accent, so it's American now. They come every summer and they help, weirdly. We usually have some pretty bad sick. Our winters aren't good, and those apples save lives. We split it however many ways we need to, and even the smallest drop of its juice cures the largest wounds. We think they come from the Sunless Citadel, but it's only a guess. No one's ventured there for years.
Do you know where the Sunless Citadel is? And also, why hasn't anyone been there in years?
Well, it's down the old road. And it's past a ravine. It's, I'd say, half a day's travel away. It's old. It's an old citadel that has sunken into the earth. It's been there for, centuries, longer than Oakhurst has been here. But the last adventurers that went down there were, I don't know, 2 years ago?
I'm assuming they did not return.
They did not. No.
Unfortunate business.
And make a charisma saving throw. Jesus Christ! He realizes you're a minotaur. He kind of comes out of his drunken stupor. Oh my God!
Do not be afraid, dear sir. I will buy some of your ale. If that helps calm you.
Okay.
I too.
Just don't hurt me.
I promise. Some minotaurs give the rest of us a bad name. But I promise.
He's like reaching sort of for a dagger, but also reaching for like the fucking taps.
I guarantee you, if you reach for that dagger, it will not go well.
He's like, okay, alright. And he pours like a beer and it spills half of it as he shakily gives it to you for free.
I drink it all to gulp.
He nods. That's all he's good at.
It's very good ale. You do a good job here, sir.
Yeah, what do you want?
Just Garen. It was all right.
How do you know my name?
You said
Yeah, that's fair. That's fine.
I'm sorry to frighten you, but again, most minotaurs, some minotaurs are very good people.
Hashtag not all minotaurs.
Huh?
Hashtag not all minotaurs.
Hashtag not all minotaurs. Exactly.
Yeah, okay. He kind of calms down a bit. He's like, what were we talking about?
I was just asking you about the Sunless Citadel.
Yes, that pitiful pit.
Yes.
Yes, that no one's come back from.
What time of day is it?
It's nighttime. It's right 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock.
Okay, it's time to go to sleep.
Yeah.
Could we get some beds for the night? Me and
Yes, I have a room open. It will cost you 1 gold piece.
You busted my balls.
I mean, it's the only room. It's my room.
This isn't an inn.
It's just a tavern. It is an inn.
Well,
I flip a 1 gold coin.
He catches it, kind of pockets. He's like, "It's yours for the night. It's the one." He kind of gestures behind him through the kitchen.
Oh my fucking god. How many provisions do we have?
You have a week of rations.
A week of rations. All right,
Yeah.
great.
Goodness. So
This won't take a week.
while he's talking to Garen, I'm walking over to the women that are sobbing in the corner of the room.
Right, you're a blue thing, right? You're a blue old man, yes?
Mildly blue, middle-aged man.
Okay,
Fuck. I'm covered in tattoos.
Okay, it's a pretty diverse town, actually. They're familiar with what a Genasi is,
Oh,
and they
good.
know that you come from an elemental plane. My shoe's
Yeah.
untied. I'm also taking this boot off.
Oh, can I take my boots off?
You don't have to ask me, Richard.
God.
roll it.
Yeah, roll a dex saving throw. Okay, you stroll over to the women. They don't really acknowledge you.
I go to one of them that's closest to the bar.
Okay.
Ask what's happening with all of the women.
You go to one of the women and ask what's happening with the women?
Yes, the one that seems like she's crying the least.
Okay. She's like, our husbands and children are dying.
Yeah.
It's a plague that hits every winter.
What are they sick with?
Plague. She doesn't know. She's not a doctor.
What are their symptoms?
They fever, then die.
I ask if they need
Takes
anything.
like 2 days. She drops her accent. Yeah, it's a quick moving thing.
I ask if there's anything that I can do.
Oh, well, every summer we get apples from the goblins, but it is nowhere near summer.
And there are no rations from the previous summer?
No. We have to use them because of the winters.
Everyone is perpetually sick in this place.
Yeah, it's been happening. Yeah. She tells you, like, this sort of thing has been happening for the past, like, 12 years. Like, it's just been every winter there's a plague, every summer there's a cure.
Sounds rather suspicious. I'm not anywhere close to here, by the way. Because if I heard
Yeah, you don't know this.
You're going to scare away my information.
Yes.
Yeah, I imagine you're also fucking huge. So I imagine you're like sitting in the bar, you get like a chandelier in your horn, and you're like just kind of.
Yeah. Oh, actually, let me describe myself real fast because I never. did
Yeah, you
that.
could do it.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm like 7 feet tall. You know, obviously very hairy and like torso
Bold
region.
like.
Yeah. But my horns actually, instead of like curving up, they actually curve out and then back around.
Like a goat.
Like a goat, like around my ears. More of. And I can actually use them as like a battering ram.
I like that.
And you know, beady little eyes, looking like a minotaur. Is
Yeah.
the rest of me.
I imagine
I
by the
weigh-
way you speak, you have like glasses resting on the end of
Oh
your
yes, I'm very well
nose.
spoken. I was very well educated.
That's hilarious.
Well educated,
Yeah.
quote unquote. And then I also weighed like 300 pounds. Like
Yeah, the floor
I'm a-
creaks when you move.
I'm a thick boy with
Yeah,
boobs.
it's
Like,
all muscle.
yeah.
Nick, why don't you take this time to describe what the fuck you look like? Even though I sort of just did.
Yeah, I'm like a 5'11" oldish dude, but I'm incredibly limber for my age. Like the kind of guy that could just do a standing backflip. Even though you look at him and think, wow, I should help him down the stairs.
You're also blue.
I was getting there. I'm bald as fuck. Not a hair on my body.
Except your face.
Oh yes, of course. I've got a long white beard with black accents in it. I have blue tattoos on my head, arms, and back.
And what are they, Nick?
They're arrows.
That's right, they're
Because he's
arrows.
an Air Genasi monk. They're
Uh-huh.
a totally different canon.
Yeah, definitely not
Forget about it.
original.
Don't talk about it.
Anywho, okay, so yeah, you get that information from the women you're sitting.
Yeah, I'm just gonna stay at the bar for now.
Yep.
And not nurse a drink because they're too fucking expensive.
Yeah, let me just see something here.
Wait.
One of the legs on your bar stool is kind of like, and you're like,
I stand.
Okay.
I stand.
Garen's just like...
Garen, I'm sorry to inform you, but it seems that one of the legs on the chair that I was sitting on broke.
That's all right.
Would you like me to try
No.
to fix it? Understood. I actually want to. Gavin, is there any kind of? You said it's like 8 p.m.
Yeah, like 8:30 now.
Is there any kind of a village elder who might have more information?
There's the mayor, Mayor Werner Lang. That is spelled. He spells it for some reason. VURNOR Werner Lang. LENG.
Vernor Lang.
Yes. There's also the holy woman of the Shrine of Pelor.
Okay.
Her name is Dem Corky Knackle. She's a gnome. Don't laugh. You racist fuck.
What's her name?
Dem, D-E-M. Then in quotes, Corky. That is C-O-R-K-I-E.
What?
C-O-R-K. Corky.
Like a wine cork.
Yeah, I got that now.
And then closed quotes, Knackle. N-A-C-K-L-E.
So we can just call her Corky.
Yeah.
C-K-L.
You might not want to introduce yourself with that, but...
Okay, I think What the fuck is your name?
My name is Monk Giat Sang. You can call me G.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna call you G.
Yeah, I'm gonna call you G.
I walk over to G. G, I think tomorrow morning what we should do is that we should talk. There's 2 people we should talk to before we head out tomorrow. It should take us about half a day to get over to the Sunless Citadel because that's where it seems that all this trouble is coming from. One of them is the mayor, the other one is the holy woman of Pelor. Maybe that you'll be able to connect with her, considering that you are both holy people.
And you're scary as fuck.
Yes. I'm going to go to sleep. I will see you in the morning. I go off to the one room.
Cool.
And
Do you both go?
I lay on the floor.
Also, do you tell him the info you got from the women?
That's what I was gonna do.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna say that was all conveyed.
So, you know,
You give the information.
Yeah, I gave the information to him. And as he goes off into the bedroom, I'm gonna wander outside.
Okay.
And find a place to meditate.
Okay, you open the...
It's freezing.
Yeah. You open the door, and a wisp of wind just comes into the tavern and blows out like half the candles. The fire kind of shimmers in the fireplace, and snow just blasts you in the face, and you're holding onto the door. Are you gonna go out? Or are you gonna try to close it? This is up to you.
No, we're gonna close it.
Okay, you close it.
Thank God.
Everyone kind of looks at you like, come on. Yeah, so what are you doing?
I'm gonna find a quiet place in the tavern to meditate.
Okay, yeah, the whole tavern's quiet, so I'm gonna say you do that.
Easy peasy.
Okay, so you spend the night? You spend the night meditating, you spend it sleeping?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, it's morning. It's 7 o'clock in the morning. You wake up. It's not snowing anymore, but it's not sunny. Sun's just coming over the horizon. Garen is in one of the booths sleeping still. Everyone else is gone.
Okay. I walk out of the room. I assume I see G.
Which one?
My G.
My G.
My monk.
Good.
In his meditative state, I walk over to him. I'm just like, hey, like we should go ahead and get started on things. You know?
I've been awake for a couple hours now.
Okay. Sure.
I think
Yeah.
we would be.
Sure.
Whatever. And I agree.
Okay, you guys venture out then.
Okay, I agree.
Garen stays asleep.
Yeah,
That's fine. It's for the best.
I leave a gold piece.
I was just
Another
about to
gold
do the
piece.
I leave a
same
gold piece
thing.
in his
Okay.
pocket. Not in his pocket. I leave a gold piece on the table in front of him.
Okay.
I try to do this as quietly as possible.
Do you both do that?
He's got it covered.
Okay. Cool. We paid for the room and the kindness. So you're down to 16 by my count.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. So you pop down 2 gold pieces. Garen stays asleep.
Yeah. So,
And you walk out of the tavern.
so I walk out of the tavern. Can I see? Like,
I'm about to describe the town.
Yeah.
So you walk into the tavern, and the tavern's kind of situated in like the center of town. This town's pretty spread out because again they're a farming village, so it's mostly farmland. But right across the quote unquote street, it's more of a courtyard, is the blacksmith. You can tell that because you can see the chimney already pumping this early in the morning and smoke coming out. To the left of that, a little bit down the ways, is a village hall where you can assume that the mayor might reside. Down the ways even further, next to the village hall, is the jail, which looks pretty run down. And then all the way to the right, at the kind of the end of the quote-unquote new road, because there's 2 roads that go through this town. One that originally was here for thousands of years. It's just kind of a dirt path. And then there's like a sort of paved new road. At the end of the new road, you can see this shrine of a angelic-looking woman, and you can assume that is the Shrine of Pelor.
okay. So first thing that I want to do is I want to go to the blacksmith.
Okay.
Because I want to try and get some better armor.
Okay.
Considering that I don't have any armor.
Okay.
And fuck. Actually, G, can you tell the blacksmith that does he have any medium armor for a
Larger
larger than normal?
adventurer.
Yes.
Quadruple X. You got it.
So you go to the blacksmith?
So I go to the blacksmith and I.
Well, the door is closed.
The door's that's what I was about to say. I knock on the door.
Okay. Yeah, you kind of hear some rustling on the inside, and someone comes to the door and opens it. And you look, and you don't see anybody. He's like, and you look down, and there's a dwarf in front of you. And he's like, yeah, can I help you? What are you doing here? It's so fucking early. Who are you? What are you?
I introduce myself. My name is Monk Gyatsang.
All right.
I'm of the Genasi. Don't worry about it. I'm here looking to buy some stuff. Does that interest you?
Sure.
All right.
Come in.
Cool.
You go in. It's kind of this. It's a stone walk. The whole thing is all stone. There's a very warm, big bellows in the corner next to a larger forge where you can see molten iron, just kind of waiting away.
Great. I asked him what his selection of armor is like.
He kind of giggles a little bit. He's like, "What do you think we're doing here? Look at the town. Why would we need to be selling armor? No one comes here. I can make you some armor, I guess. What do you need?"
You ever seen a Minotaur?
Yeah. Why?
Well, I know one, and he needs some fittings.
So you want me? Make a charisma saving throw.
19.
Wait, what's
I don't have one.
oh.
So, all right. So he's like, so let me get this straight. You want me to make armor for a Minotaur? Now.
Yes, please.
I poke my head in.
He can't make a stealth check. Make a stealth check. What's your stealth? You know what? We're gonna do this the old-fashioned way.
It's so far a nat 8.
What did you roll?
It's so far a nat 8.
A nat 8.
It's gonna be a 10.
A 10. Okay. He doesn't notice you.
Are you fucking serious? This is gonna be great.
Okay, so you just kind of like in the corner of the door.
And then I hunch because I'm assuming the doorway is too big for me. And so I walk in and say, "Excuse me, sir.
Oh.
Do not be afraid.
Okay.
I was just wondering if you happen to be selling any armor."
Well, yeah, of course I am. It's a little bit intimidating. Hold on, let me go check in the back for what I've got. And he kind of goes to the back room, and you can hear like stuff dropping and wrestling around. He comes back wearing a sword. He's like, "Sorry, I don't have any armor of your liking. Sorry. I could make some, I suppose. What are you looking for?"
How long will that take?
What are you looking for? Like heavy armor?
I'm gonna need some medium armor.
Like a half plate? Breastplate?
So preferably just a breastplate.
Okay.
Probably something, I don't want to be too heavy to restrict my movement.
Okay. I'm gonna tell you right now. I can do it in a day. But it's going to cost you. The only place to get iron from around here is the Sunless Citadel, and I don't like going there.
Yeah.
I have some, but I'm going to be using all of it.
You know what? It's all right.
All right. You don't want an estimate?
I would love to hear it, actually.
Okay. It's going to cost you 20 gold pieces.
Well, it's a good thing I don't have 20 gold pieces.
All right. Well, sorry, friend.
That's okay. So, sir, you have a good day. I bow.
He kind of salutes you a little bit.
Okay. You have and just remember that you shouldn't judge everyone based on how they look. So.
You're telling me? Anyway.
And I walk out,
okay.
and I'm like, "Gee, let's get the fuck out of here as soon as we can." I think that we should go speak to Dem Knackle, and then we should go ahead and head on to the Citadel. Yes?
Agreed.
Yes. Also, you first lead the way, and I will then follow behind you.
Okay. Sounds like a plan.
People seem to not be used to seeing Minotaurs.
Yeah, when they see me first, they're like, "Huh, that's out of the ordinary," and then they're like, "Oh, that's really out of the ordinary."
Yes,
so,
especially
like
because
icebreaker.
most of my brethren tend to be
Bad.
pretty destructive.
You're created to be evil. You're also created, not born.
Well,
We'll have to discuss that later.
we'll discuss that later.
So where do you guys go?
To the Holy Woman of Pelor.
So you're going to the shrine. Okay. Both of you roll a d20. And tell me what you get.
I got 16.
19.
Okay, you both notice that there is a gnome, obviously, by the shrine, and she's talking to in comparison to her, a much taller woman that's in a kind of a shroud, like a purple dark shroud, and you can't hear the conversation because...
Does it look to be a funeral shroud?
No, but you could maybe see it at a funeral. It's definitely something that you'd wear to a funeral if you didn't have proper attire. And she looks pretty solemn. They both are not speaking in hushed tones, but they're just too far away to hear them. And as you start getting closer, say 20 feet or so, the woman kind of like nods and goes about her way. And Dem Corky Knackle looks kind of saddened. So yeah, you approach.
I'm approaching.
I'm like 10 feet.
She can see both of you.
I mean,
She's not taken aback.
We're at, that's nice. So I go up to her and I crouch down a little bit, trying to seem.
She looks a little confused at that gesture.
Well, whatever. I've never seen anyone that wasn't a Joss. Yeah.
No, you haven't. You don't know anything. What
really
is your intelligence?
11.
Yeah, you haven't. Anyway.
No, I know he hasn't. He's been at the.
Sorry, wisdom. What's your wisdom?
It's 12. It's not. Oh.
Yeah, okay. You're not too experienced.
No, he's
Anyway.
And I ask her why she looks saddened.
She's like, and who are you?
Wow, I forget to do that a lot. Don't I? Hi, my name is Monkey Atsan.
A monk of what order?
Wow. I come from the Ilmater faith.
She looks at you and she's like, you've had a tough life. I see. What brings you here to the shrine of Pelor?
We heard that the goblin tribes.
I hear we and I start to walk out.
She kind of nods.
The goblin tribes are causing some issues.
I suppose.
Is anyone directly related to you affected by the plague?
I've lost many that worship my goddess. My god, rather. She's drunk. No, she's like, yes, we've lost many, mostly men and children, the ones working in the field.
But not as many women?
No. Not now that you mention it, no.
Madam, you said that you mainly lost people working in the fields. And I've heard that this plague that afflicts your people happens every winter.
It does.
Does that not seem a little bit odd?
It's certainly something that I pray about.
Has Pelor at all answered any of your prayers?
That is not for me to discuss, unfortunately, but
I understand.
no.
Do you not think this behavior is slightly odd, though, considering that every year when you have the plague, then suddenly the goblins come with a cure?
Oh, it is certainly unnatural of every kind. The goblins, as much as they are fiends, have never attacked us. They just sell us that damned apple
They
for...
just exploit you.
Yes. James Jackson. Yes. It is a hefty price, but one that we do have to pay.
Where do your people get the money?
We scrounge it up. We'll send trading parties out for months at a time. Sometimes they don't come back. We've sent travelers to Waterdeep to try to get jobs. Sometimes that's successful. We do somehow get lucky enough every year to scrounge up about the same price that they want.
Okay. I heard that the goblins come from the Sunless Citadel.
That is our assumption.
Do you know anything about the history of this place?
Oh boy. Nope. She knows jack shit. She's like, I just know the name. I'm not even exactly sure where it is. I haven't left this town.
Okay. Well, thank you, madam. G, do you have any questions for them?
No, we thank you kindly, and we will pray for you.
Pala's blessing upon you.
I bow. G, I think it's about time we head to the Sunless Citadel.
All right.
Okay.
How about that, Mayor?
Yeah.
I really feel like he's gonna be useless.
Okay.
Unless, G, you disagree.
I'm following your lead. This is my first time outside of the mud.
As you start to walk away from the shrine, it starts snowing a little bit, not heavily. And B, that woman who was talking to Corky starts coming towards you. And she's like, I'm sorry to have been eavesdropping, but did I hear you mention the Sunless Citadel?
Yes, ma'am. We were heading there just now.
She kind of pulls back her shroud. She's an older human woman. Looks to be somewhat wealthy. Definitely the most aristocratic person you've seen here. She's wearing nice jewelry and fine fabrics. And she's like, may I ask of something rather queer? Are you two adventurers?
Yes, ma'am, we are.
Okay. My children, they ventured into the Sunless Citadel months back.
Oh, well, they were the last adventurers who went in.
Yes, they were. She kind of is distant. They have not returned. I was wondering if you go into the Sunless Citadel, and she's kind of struggling. She's like, if you can just find their rings, if not them, and she kind of holds up her hand and shows you a signet ring of a tree with an arrow through the middle of it. And she's like, they're very near and dear to the family, and if we can't have them back, the rings will suffice.
We'll keep our eyes out.
Yes, their names are, Jesus Christ, D&D, Talgan and Sharwin. Spelt Talgen.
G-E with an I.
And Sharwin is Sharwyn. And I am Carowin. K-E-R-O win. K-E-R-O-W-Y-N.
Yes, ma'am. We will, of course, keep our eyes out.
Okay.
We see them.
My camp is just past town a little bit, so you can find me there.
Okay. Yes, ma'am. We will. If we see them, we will.
Much appreciated. She gives you 5 gold pieces each, and a down payment.
That is very kind of you. Thank you.
Yeah, and she's like, "There's more to come if you can bring me my children or the memories of them."
Yes, ma'am. Keep that in mind. Fuck it. Where's the mayor?
Down the road. He's the last house in the other direction.
In the other direction?
Well, you went to the shrine that was all the way to the right of the tavern, and now you just have to go all the way back. It's not going to take you that much time. So you go to the village hall.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot to mention there's a general store. It's kind of attached to the village hall.
Go there.
Yeah, try to get some supplies.
Yeah, it's right next to the village hall. So.
Okay, cool.
Oh. I made an oopsies, but it's fine. Rewind that conversation. Hi, I'm Carowin. I run the general store. Back there.
Oh, okay. As we walk back in, it's like, oh.
Yeah, she walked the other direction, but you walk back into the store. Hello. Anyway, where do you go?
Mayor.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. You walk into Village Hall, and there's an empty reception area and a door that you assume is the mayor's office because it says mayor on it.
Yeah.
The Y is kind of hanging off. It's just run down.
There's a bit of a pattern here. I approach the door, and I knock shyly.
There's no answer.
No answer.
Make a perception check.
I fail.
What did you roll?
Yeah, I rolled a nat 1.
Okay.
So I got a 2.
No.
No, if you roll a nat 1, you don't add modifiers.
Yeah, if you roll that one, that's a critical failure.
So I wish I had critical fail cards, but I don't. So I'm just gonna say no one's here. That's what you tell Richard.
I touch the
I mean,
doorknob
Jesus
and
Christ.
I go to grab the doorknob, it just falls off. And I give up.
Unable to access the mayor forever. No, there's no one here to you.
Oh.
Richard, make a perception check.
Got it. That's a 6 plus my wisdom, right?
Yeah, plus 7, so 13.
No.
Plus 1.
9. It's 9.
It's a 9. You have a feeling someone's here, but you can't see them.
Can't see them?
I mean, there's no one in the lobby.
Oh, I thought you meant they're invisible or something.
No. That would have required a much higher perception check.
Yeah. I just push up the door.
Okay. Make a strength saving throw.
A strength. Pretty fucking
beefy.
Oh god, that's a bad roll though. That will not help me. Strength saving throw?
Yeah.
That's gonna be an 8. No, 10.
A 10. Okay. You open the door. It's lighter than you thought. Or at least it's lighter to you. It just kind of flies open as you're holding the handle and hits the wall in the back. The mayor is asleep at his desk and wakes up with a start to find a minotaur bursting into his office, speaking common to him now. And he's just like, ah! falls out of his chair and it's just on the ground, prone, screaming.
I'm gonna jump in front of you.
There's a blue man and a minotaur. Two things he's never seen.
Sir, please, Mr. Mayor.
Charisma saving throw.
Fucking motherfucking shit. Please, good roll. 18, motherfucker.
All right, he calms down once he realizes you're speaking his language.
Common?
Yeah. Oh.
Oh man.
Hello, Mr. Mayor.
Hello.
I promise.
He's a stockier man, of Caucasian, he's human, bald, big, bushy beard, fat. Like he gets a lot of rations.
Yeah.
And he seems fine. He's dressed nicely.
Sir, I promise Minotaurs get a bad rap, but I'm not here to harm you in any kind of way.
He's like, oh, what do you want?
I was just here to ask about the Sunless Citadel and the plague that has been afflicting your people.
He kind of like puts one hand on the desk and scoots himself back into his chair that he props back up and pushes up his guys. He's like, okay. And he takes a tome from his desk and kind of starts flipping through it. What do you want to know about it?
What is the history of the place? Who were its original inhabitants, possibly?
Okay. So he tells you that it's been there for a millennia, at least. Its original purpose, they think, was the citadel of a dragon cult.
Fuck.
And it was kind of this, like, monument to a specific dragon known as fucking, where is the name? Okay, ready? A-S-H.
A-S-H.
A-R-D.
A-R-D.
A-L-O-N.
A-L-O-N.
Ashardalon. Yes, the dragon Ashardalon. But for some reason that we don't know, whether maybe Ashardalon was angry with them or they fucked some spell up, the entire fortress sank into the earth for ever.
So, and now it's inhabited by goblins.
We assume. We've also been getting reports of dragons, but they're strange creatures. They're not full grown, or they speak. They're on two legs. I don't know what they are, but they're weird.
Have you ever heard of Dragonborn?
Yes, it's not them.
Interesting.
So yes,
Okay.
he tells you of the Sunless Citadel.
I'm going to ask him the same thing that I asked Corky. If he's been directly affected by the plague.
So fat fuck.
No, I've been all right by it. I have the luxury of not having to work in the fields. I am a noble, you see. He's kind of arrogant about it.
Yeah.
But he's like, no, I've kept my health.
So, what have you done to help your people with this plague?
Well, we've tried sending trading parties, but we've gotten nothing for that damned apple. And
What I mean is that it very much seems that all the people who work in the fields are the ones who get the plague.
roll a intimidation, I guess.
Specialized intimidation, motherfucker.
Ooh.
Come on! Alright, that's a 12, and that's gonna be, where's charisma? 14.
He's like, I don't have the time today. I have many readings and papers to write. Please, gentlemen, may I escort you outside?
No.
No?
No, you may not escort us outside. I have a few more questions.
Are you questioning my authority?
I'm not. Of course, I would never dare question your authority.
Authority.
Mr. Mayor, however, I do have a number of questions about how exactly you're going to be helping your people with this problem.
He just rolled a nat 1. He's just kind of like, I don't know what you speak of. I eat and I help and they don't know those the miscreants.
Wait, hold on 1 second. Hold on, let me think about something real fast.
I have an idea.
I take out one of my javelins. I hold it in my hand.
Okay, yeah. He screams guards.
I put it back. I run.
Guards! There's a minotaur in my office! It's a stone building. No one hears it. But you are flustered enough to leave.
Yeah, I should probably go.
Anyway, you leave.
Fuck, I always said I did that.
Yeah, I mean, there is like an actual guard force here, so you're pretty lucky that didn't happen.
I assume with this poor village they didn't have one.
Yeah, no, somehow they do.
Somehow with corruption.
Thank you, Bruce R. Cordell, who wrote this.
Yeah, because if they didn't have a guard force, I was about to go to town.
Yeah, I know. That would have been bad.
If that hadn't happened, I would have cast my levitate spell on him and forced him to just be suspended.
It's a force of 20.
Oh.
Yeah, you wouldn't have been okay.
No, I wouldn't have been okay.
Anyway, so you leave Village Hall with...
I'll tell you what, though. They would have lost a lot of people when I died.
And it is snowing heavily now, and it's about midday.
What's at the general store?
Yeah, let's go to the general store real fast.
Okay, yeah, you walk in, Carowin's there, like, oh, hello again.
Do you have any coats?
Coats? Yes, hold on, let me look in the back. I have 10 coats. You. Highs or lows?
Hi.
She has no coats for your size. Then again, you're in fur. You should be all right.
Okay.
She does have coats in your size if you want them. You're just wearing robes right now.
Yeah, no, I'm not wearing much. I'll take a robe.
Okay, that will cost you 6 gold pieces.
Oh, how about
It's premium.
How about 4?
No.
6 it is.
You hand over 6 gold pieces?
I hand over 6 gold pieces.
She hands over a mammoth cloak. It's the warmest thing you've ever felt.
Oh, shit.
Man, am I a lucky guy.
Can we also have some dried provisions? Maybe some
Yeah,
dried
absolutely.
meats?
how
Maybe some
much?
oats for myself.
How many rations do you want? Did you say you want
another-
oats for yourself?
I mean, I'm a minotaur.
They
I
are
don't really
cheap
eat meats.
You're right. Or do you? We don't know.
I don't think I do.
Okay.
vegetarian,
You're a vegetarian. You're
so-
both. Oh my god.
Both vegetarians?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say you have like fucking bread and salad as your rations.
I still would like some dried oats. Maybe
Okay.
Maybe some nuts. Maybe some trail
She has some.
Can we get like a week's worth?
Yeah, that will cost you 5 gold pieces
Fine.
for a week for both of you.
Oh, that's great. That's great.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll pay for that.
Cool.
Great. Thank you very much.
Yep.
All right, let's head off. Let's go.
All right.
Great. She thanks you again for looking for her children.
It's not a problem, Carolyn. You have a good day. Please take care.
Thanks.
Stay healthy.
She's like, okay.
Also, don't go to the fields. I believe that there's probably something going on in the fields in this plague.
She's like, okay, I won't.
Also, what do you think of the mayor?
He's a bit stuck up for his position.
Yes. I think he's kind of a piece of shit.
She's like, yeah. She kind of like agrees with you. Yeah, you can kind of tell that she's not originally from here, this town. She's too good for
I
it.
was going to ask where she was from. But
Yeah, but anyway, you leave. It's still midday. It only took like 5 minutes. So you guys go on foot.
I mean, that's all we got.
Yeah, you can see some horses chattel at the end of the not chatteled. What do you call that? Hitched at the.
Thanks, Red Dad.
Yeah, there's like a barn in the back.
Hey, Carowin.
Yes,
Could we borrow some horses?
I suppose so. Yeah, they're the guards' horses, but I am technically in control of them, so sure. Yeah, you can borrow them for a week.
Okay.
Okay.
And I'll have to charge you whatever after that.
Okay.
Okay, so you take 2 horses.
Can I fit on them?
No.
Yeah. I leave the horse.
Okay, you take 1 horse.
Yeah, I can walk.
Yeah, you're fine.
fine.
I'm pretty sure like you're a large creature.
Wait, really?
Yeah, you're big.
A big boy!
I maybe 7 feet is still medium, but you're like at the very end of that. Actually, I have a whole thing. Yeah, you're medium. You're medium.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. That would have been super silly.
Can I be large?
No, you'd be the size of like an ogre.
That's too big.
It's too big. Yeah. So you start heading down the old road. Roll a d20 for survival.
Oh, fuck. I wish I took a survival.
Actually, yeah, you're gonna roll this one, and then you're gonna roll another one.
11.
I rolled. Do you have anything to add?
What is survival under?
It's under wisdom at the very
one.
bottom.
I got a 12.
12.
I also have a 10.
Okay, Richard, you're cold, but you're kind of just, you're bearing through it. It's not affecting you other than like your teeth are chattering and you're cold.
Yeah.
You are also cold, but that mammoth cloak, if it weren't for that mammoth cloak, you would be in trouble.
Best.
Okay, cool. Roll another d20.
Fuck. 4.
And
6.
okay, you're traveling.
7. Yes.
You are traveling down the path. When you hear a howl,
I take out my grenades.
okay, you prepare. You make a perception check,
say,
both of you.
I'm on guard. Like I have.
Also, the blizzard. Sorry, the storm has turned into a blizzard. It's pretty hard to see. You got like 10 feet visibility.
12.
15.
12.
Did you add?
Yes.
Okay.
You 15.
15.
Just barely in front of you. You can see shapes moving low to the ground.
Watch out up there. I point to them. I point them out.
Okay. Yeah.
Get off the horse.
You both know the cry of a wolf.
Yeah.
But this one sounded deeper.
Oh.
So
Motherfucker.
yeah.
Get off your horse.
Yeah.
As you get off your, where's my d20?
I get off my horse and draw my quarterstaff.
Let's go, motherfucker! Square the fuck up!
I need to roll for this. Yeah, as you get off, you can see eyes coming through the blistering snow, but that's all you see until it gets closer and closer. And then you see a wolf, but it's big.
Direwolf.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Its eyes are diamond blue, and you can see like this hue kind of coming off of it, a blue mist. And then behind it, you can see 4 regular-looking wolves, still white but smaller, just kind of growling, and their fur is starting to stick up.
I take.
Roll for initiative.
Fuck!
16.
And I need a notepad real
19.
quick. I need a notepad. Sorry, boys.
Fuck! 6!
Cool. You're 6?
19 and 19.
Okay, hold on. I gotta roll for these guys. And I also gotta keep track of this. I'm sorry. This should have been prepared.
No.
Cut this shit, Nick. Richard?
6.
Nick?
19.
Wolf. Wolf. Wolf.
And the primal.
Wolf. There's so many wolves, you guys.
Yo, can I pull a jibber jabber?
Oh my god. No, they're not that big. They're
Oh.
those wolves were big.
Okay, I forgot to introduce Lung.
Oh shit, yeah, he's had a hawk this whole time.
It's an eagle.
I'm sorry, an eagle,
It's
bigger
like
than a
eagle
hawk.
on my
You know
shirt.
what? This is a good time. Join us next time on Crit Happens. Yeah, this is a show we do. But yeah, cut here for next week. What's going to happen when they discover they have to fight wolves? Cue music. And we're back. Welcome back, guys. This is Crit Happens, episode 2 of Sunless Citadel. We're going to fight some wolves after I roll their initiatives. I should have rolled it on or off.
It's okay.
It's fine. Highs or lows?
Lows.
Okay, the wolf goes first.
Highs.
Fuck. I know.
Wow. I need to roll one more. Cool. Oh, shit. Highs or lows, Richard?
Highs.
I didn't roll for it. Yeah, you go first.
Fuck yeah!
Cool.
I have to jump to high five
You
you.
really do. Because I am 7 fucking...
Okay, so yeah. This pack of wolves approaches you, and the one in the back to the right kind of sees you, Nick. Monk G. And attacks. What's your AC?
14.
It kind of decides halfway through his lunge, he's like, no, I don't know what that is. And he starts like circling around you. It is now your turn.
Okay. He's within range, yes?
Yes.
Okay. Well, then we're gonna go ahead and attack with the quarterstaff.
Okay. Roll your attack.
No.
No. You roll a d20 and see
Yeah.
if you hit.
See, you gotta see if you hit it first.
Probably don't.
What do you roll?
4?
No,
Yeah.
4 plus to hit.
Oh, yeah.
So it's 9.
9. That's nice.
You got a 9 total?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you take your quarterstaff and you just kind of like, whah, and the wolf kind of backs up a little bit. And,
I mean, you still have another attack, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I do. Because
You have 2 attacks?
Yeah, because my unarmed strike.
Okay, do you use the bonus action?
Yeah, I'm gonna use the bonus action.
Go ahead.
There we go.
That's an 18.
Yeah, okay. You
And
hit.
Then,
So 1d6.
yeah, no,
So-
I use actually a D4 because I attack with an unarmed.
I thought you were using your...
Well, I use my quarterstaff, but when I use a monk weapon, which is my quarterstaff, it's a dragon pole. You can make an unarmed strike as a bonus action. So
Okay. Yeah, do your thing.
Where do I want a D4?
Oh, guys, what are your hit points, Richard?
Huh?
Hit points?
15.
And I've got 10.
And what's your AC, you said?
Mine?
Yes.
15.
15, and you're 15 both?
No,
Yeah.
he's 15.
I'm 15 both.
Okay, and you're
14.
14. And your hit points?
10.
Okay. Cool, sorry, let's clear that up.
Fine.
And
All right, so you hit the wolf,
6.
6 points of damage. So you miss with your quarterstaff, and the wolf kind of gets cocky again. It's like, "Arr!" And it comes in, and you just bring your fist down on its snout, and you hear snap, and blood squirts out the nostrils. It's hurt very badly. It is another wolf's turn. Just kidding. No, it is. It's another wolf's turn. It sees you, Richard, and it's like, what the fuck is that thing? And
Want some of this smoke?
it attacks you. It's really fucking scared and turns around and runs behind the big boy. I didn't roll fucking initiative for the big boy.
I was wondering.
Yeah, he's going last.
Yes! That's exactly what I needed.
Well, he would have done that anyway.
Good.
Anyways, yeah, he just kind of like, "Rah!" And then turns around. It is now fucking your turn.
My turn?
No,
You have to say it. It has to be
Be
something.
another move.
it's another wolf's
Yeah,
turn.
I was gonna say it has
It sees what its friend is like, I can do better than that. And doesn't. Yeah, it fucking, I've been rolling this completely wrong. It hits you. It hits you. Yeah, it bites you in the arm and does fucking a lot of damage. No, it doesn't. Wow.
Don't say that.
Wow.
Stop saying that.
It does 7 damage.
That's half my fucking hit points.
It grabs onto your arm and won't let go. And you're screaming in pain.
Oh, it's not gonna. I'm not screaming in pain because I'm about to fuck this shit off.
Yeah. Now
big
it's your
damage.
turn, Richard.
I rage.
Okay. Well, that makes sense.
You hear just like just like as I just fucking yell, and then I take my great axe with one hand and I'm bringing it down the top of this fucking thing.
Okay.
For the midsection.
What does rage do again? That adds hit points, right?
It doesn't add hit points.
It just
I take half damage.
Right. Right.
I take half damage.
Cool.
So first to hit.
Yep.
Come on, motherfucker. Oh, that's a 19.
Yeah, you hit it.
So now it's 1d12.
You do double damage too?
No.
Okay. What do you do for damage?
It's 1d12 plus 4, and then
shit.
I deal plus 2 damage on strength-based melee attacks. So actually, I do plus 6.
So plus 6 on top of the plus. Yeah. Okay, yeah, roll.
That's gonna be 11. No, 11. Yeah, 11.
11 damage.
11 damage.
You kill it. You take your great axe and turn your wrist so the wolf kind of flips up into the air, then just bring it up and decapitate it, but the wrong way. Its body falls off, and its head is still attached to your arm, and it just goes limp and falls. Yeah. That's one wolf down.
And then I still have some movement, right?
Yep, you can move.
So then I want to be next to Monk G.
Okay.
And just and also I want to take a quick look behind us.
Yeah.
Just to make sure
there's nothing there.
Okay.
Just your horse who's freaking the fuck out.
That is fine.
Yeah. Okay. It's fucking another wolf's turn. It attacks you, Monk G, and
because. Oh no, that's only if it enters and leaves.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it hits you. It's gonna bite you too. It goes for your leg, and it does. That is a very powerful wolf.
Why don't you just roll?
I am going to roll now.
You did roll before?
It was minimum damage.
That was minimum?
Sorry, not minimum. It was suggested damage because it's just like yeah. It does. Math is hard when it's late at night. 6 damage.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
We are critical.
No, you're not. Not yet. You guys rolled very poorly to get this encounter. This is a really hard encounter to get. Yeah.
Yay!
Super good.
Yeah,
Yay.
so it kind of latches onto your leg and just kind of, you can feel something snap in the back of your right leg, and you feel your tendon roll up into your calf as this thing kind of like, and you can see some meat in its mouth. Now it's the big boy's turn.
We don't have these at the monasteries.
What is that? Bad dog.
I don't know anything.
It goes for you, Richard. This really massive wolf kind of just turns, and its blue eyes kind of just stare at you, and you feel cold.
Nah, I stare back, motherfucker. Let's go. You want the smoke?
Fucking okay. Shit, son. This might kill you.
Nah, we'll be fine.
This will be a quick campaign.
Nah, we'll be fine. I already found out who we might die here.
Oh my god. I need to lower this guy's hit points real quick. It has 75.
75? What the fuck?
It doesn't. It can't. It really shouldn't. I need to lower it by like 3 d20. I need to lower it by another d20 than that. And another one. Okay. Minus 35.
You say still got what is it?
I'm just gonna drop it to 25. How's that? I'll be
You
nice.
said 75 hit points, we would die.
You'd be fighting this thing for a while.
3 people. Real nice.
Thanks, Chris.
I should have made this encounter much harder to roll for, but alas, here we are.
But it's okay. I can heal us.
For 8 points.
Well,
9.
enough to get you both back to full. But anyway,
we have 15 hit points.
this fucking thing.
25 hit points between us.
What's your AC again?
15.
It's 15. Plus what to hit?
Fuck me.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's incorrect. Make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay, that's not bad. 17?
Yeah, you make it.
Yes!
It looks at you and just kind of opens its mouth, and you can see a blue mist kind of just falling out of it, but it doesn't do anything. It's fucking another wolf's turn. No, it's Nick's turn.
Yeah. So I got this guy on my leg,
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
And the one that you punched in the face that is bleeding profusely.
It's not dead. Good.
The guy is not on your leg. The wolf is off your leg.
Oh,
It just
oh,
ripped
you
off.
let go?
He rips a
good.
tendon out.
Yeah.
You're in
So,
pain.
So I've got 2 wolves on me, right?
Yep.
And then the third one that are there 3 left?
Yeah, there's 2 on you,
And then 1 on.
one big one on Richard, and a little one on Richard.
Great. Well, then I'm gonna use my dragon pole attack.
Okay.
On the full health.
What is dragon pole?
It's a quarterstaff. It's a type of quarterstaff that is a monk weapon.
Oh.
Yeah, eventually he'll be able to use it much better.
Yeah, because we'll get into it later.
Yeah.
So quarterstaff attack. Wow.
5 plus.
10.
You roll 10.
10 to hit.
Okay, yeah, you swing it down, and the pain in your leg is causing you to be off balance, and you just kind of hit the snow next to it.
Good. So then we're gonna do my bonus attack
Yep,
again.
it's much more powerful.
That is a 19. So
Yeah, you hit it.
Thank God.
It was a 19 plus what? Or was that the total?
19 total.
Okay.
Yeah. And then we're gonna do 6 more damage with the unarmed strike.
And that was the one that you were attacking that you already attacked?
No, I'm not gonna lie. Like I did say,
Okay.
I was going for the
Okay, so yeah, the one that's kind of like feasting on the shit that it just tore out of your leg,
Yeah.
you just do the same thing you did to the other wolf. You're just like, shit. And then just bring your fist down again on its snout and kind of like emu this thing into the snow, and there's blood just kind of pouring out, but it's really trying to get itself out. It's also hurt.
These things must have like 7 health for me to do that.
Yeah.
Am I right?
They have more HP than you, actually.
Oh wow, so he's only halfway dead.
Yeah. Anyway, that wolf that you just fucking clobbered into the ground is going to try to get out of the ground, and it fucking does, and it attacks you. And now it's going to roll to attack you, and it attacks you and hits you. And now it's going to bite you.
And he's unconscious.
Take 2 points of damage.
Holy fuck!
Yeah. It kind of just comes up to you and like hush, and kind of tries to get you again, and just kind of breaks the flesh a little bit.
Good.
You are on 2 hit points.
Super good. Yeah, I'm aware. Yeah, I thought I was gonna kill one of them.
That's fair.
It's your turn, Richard.
I see my companion struggling to kill wolves.
Yeah, your companion's getting fucked, and you're also the thing is that big winter wolf. You know it as a winter wolf. Is standing between you and him, and
Oh, it's next
also.
to him.
Oh yeah, fuck. There's a winter wolf in front of you. And also another wolf, and another one, and another one.
I take the axe.
And attack who?
I swing it on the fucking giant winter wolf's fucking face.
Okay.
Look at God! Fuck!
What did you roll?
That's gonna be 15.
A 15?
Yeah.
You hit it.
Oh, God.
Roll damage.
Jesus, motherfucker! Thank you.
2 plus what? Plus what?
6, 8.
So that's 8.
8.
Yeah, you take your axe and you're just like, oh! And you just fucking bring it down, and it kind of sidesteps a little bit, and you drive it into its shoulder. It screams. Well, no, it doesn't. It howls in pain. You said how much damage? 8?
8.
That's yeah. It's seemingly unfazed. Your axe falls out of it. You're still holding it though.
Yeah.
The wolf that was standing next to it attacks you.
Wait. But also, it says as a bonus action, you can automatically shove 10 feet a creature you just hit unless it makes a strength saving throw.
Okay, we'll make a strength saving throw. What is your strength modifier? What is your strength?
My strength is 18.
Yeah, you fucking take a hoof up and just kind of Spartan kick it back. Sorry, not a hoof. You're half man. You take a foot.
No, it's hoof.
Okay, it's a hoof. Fine. And you just Spartan kick it back 10 feet. It kind of like, "Arr!" And it lands on its back. The wolf that was next to that one is like, what the fuck? And attacks you. And he does not hit you. He just kind of snaps at you, and he's a little scared that you just saw his boss practically Spartan kick back 10 feet. The wolf that is in pain from the first round, Nick, attacks you.
Oh,
Come on, miss.
It doesn't.
Fuck.
But it's not going to bite you this time. Yes, it is, because it's actually its only action.
Just kidding.
You're unconscious.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. You're on -2.
Go!
You're in death saving throws, but we'll get it to that.
It's
Oh
just-
shit! You have no way to heal him. You didn't buy any potions.
Do they have potions?
You didn't ask.
Oh no!
You know what? Highs or lows, buddy.
Nice!
You have 1
Yes!
potion. And Nick, highs or lows?
Highs.
You have 2 potions on you. But you definitely can't use them because you're out cold.
I'm aware.
This wolf is eating your guts.
Not for
Yeah.
long. Not for long.
Anyways, Nick, it's your turn. Make a death saving throw.
Come on, just don't roll a 1.
So what? Pretty much, you know how this works?
No.
Okay. Well, here we go. I'm gonna
rolled
explain
D20,
this.
right?
Yeah, I'm gonna
And I
explain
go
this.
3 times,
I'm
right?
gonna explain this for the
Okay, go
audience.
ahead.
So if you roll higher than 10, that is a success. A 10 or higher is a success. You need 3 successes to resuscitate yourself at 0 hit points.
To be stable.
Oh, but we're at -2.
No, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. This will just be stable at 0. If you roll a d20, that counts as 2, and if you roll that as your second or third successful throw, you will resuscitate with 1 hit point.
If you roll a 20.
If you roll a 20. If you roll less than a 10,
Please.
3 times, you die for good. And if you roll a nat 1, that counts as 2 death saving throws. So go ahead and roll.
Don't.
What is it?
It's an 8.
Okay, that's 1 fail. Okay, it's the wolf's turn. It goes for you, Richard, because it's seeing its companion eat. It doesn't hit you. It just kind of snaps at you again. And then it's the other wolf's turn. And yeah, he also he's busy. Yeah. And then it's
My turn.
your turn. Yes. The big one is on its back. And
It's on its back? So
Yeah,
I
the-
have advantage against it, doesn't it?
yeah.
So, quick question for you.
Yep.
Is me giving him a potion a bonus action?
Yes.
Okay, great. So what I want to do, take out the potion, give it to him.
Okay, what do you mean give it to him?
Like, shove it down his fucking throat.
Okay.
that was a bonus action.
Yep. That's your first action, though.
That's bonus action.
Yes, but you can do it first.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm doing it for, I have a plan.
Okay, cool. I'm going to roll the first part of your plan.
Okay.
Yeah. Take 1... Or, no, you're up. You're up and you're on... It was a moderate, so... You're in 8 hit points.
Wow, that was super
You
generous.
said that was a, oh, thank you, God.
You rolled high.
God as in...
Yes. You wake up and you're like, duh! And there's a wolf eating you. But your skin has kind of morphed back into place and your wounds are good.
Cool.
So it's just like the wolf's now very confused.
I run over to the big wolf.
Okay.
I don't care if that other one gets an attack of opportunity. I don't give a fuck.
Okay, it does.
I don't care. I run over and I'm about to kill the fucking big wolf.
Okay, as you run over, the wolf that you run by rolls a nat 20.
Holy fuck. Are you fucking serious?
Yeah. It's
No.
like, where do you think you're going? And just lunges at your leg.
Okay. Okay.
By the way, that attack had advantage, but I'm not going to roll it.
They have advantage?
Yeah, it's an attack of opportunity.
Attack of opportunities don't have advantage?
Then they do in 5e.
They do?
I'm pretty. But listen, if they don't, it's fine. We're not going to play with it. It rolled a 20 regardless.
It's probably playing regardless.
So yeah, it bites you.
Okay. Come on. I take half damage.
Okay, so you
Oh,
take 3
that's
points of
great.
damage.
That's fine. Honestly, if I didn't have rage, I'd be dead.
Yeah. Yeah, it just kind of like bites you
I don't
and
give
tears a
shit.
chunk of
I keep
fur off.
going. I bring down the fucking axe on
Yep.
top of the fucking ice wolf's head.
The head, okay. Let's see here if you do that. Roll 2d20. Or just roll 2d20 twice. Take the higher number.
Fucking, oh, thank God. Oh, that's 15.
Yeah, you bring it down on its
21.
head. Roll your damage.
Come on. Big numbers, motherfuck! That's only give me an 8.
An 8?
Yeah.
An 8.
Yeah.
Because it was on its back, you do triple damage.
Triple damage?
And I rolled a d12 to your d12 and rolled a 12. So you bring your axe down on this wolf's head. It's like, huh? And just split it this way. And
I want to cut off the head. There's a reason why, which I will explain.
okay, but you just split it down the face.
But I want to cut it this way.
But okay, fuck it, sure. You decapitate it, and its guts spill out of its brain.
Fine. I pick up its head and I show it to the rest of them, and I yell, "Get the fuck out!"
Make an intimidation check with advantage.
All right. Woo! 17, Matt. All right, and then that's gonna be 19.
Yeah, they run. They run away. You are left in the carnage. You're out of initiative. Yeah.
Yeah.
Richard, you're on 5 HP. Your rage ends. You're like, ow!
Holy shit.
We gotta go back. we gotta go.
Yeah, you were 2 hours into this trick when this happened. You going back?
No.
We gotta go back.
What are you guys doing? Nick, you're not on full.
We gotta go back.
I'm on 8.
You're limping.
We gotta go back. We need potions.
You're bleeding profusely.
I need a potion.
I can just heal you.
Give me something.
I'm gonna use my
This
healing
hurts
hands.
so
I'm gonna
much.
use cure wounds.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Give me this. We're back? I think we're back. Can you guys speak?
Hey, what's up?
What's good?
I think we're going through... Oh, no. It's still going through this. Yeah, okay. Sorry. Technical difficulties. We're going to cut to here.
Okay, well, I used cure hands.
Cure wounds.
Cure wounds, whatever. Same shit. Healing hands is a Skyrim thing, and that's why I keep saying it.
Sorry, I'm just checking that we are still recording. Yes. Yes, we are. Okay. We'll.
Okay.
You use cure
I
wounds.
used cure wounds. I rolled a 7, so he gets 8 HP.
Great. You're back on full.
Okay. We need to go back. We need to go back. It was really good at healing and maybe some kind of paladin. I've heard of those kinds of people, because of the connection they have to their gods.
He's trashing Chris right now.
Have lots of spells related to healing people.
Okay, we can take a break for a second. So, you guys, we're back, by the way. Hi. Yeah, so, what are you doing? You going back to town? You going, pushing forward? You're at full health again.
We're going to town.
Okay.
Yeah.
Roll
We're going
a
back to town.
quesadilla.
We're going back to town.
Roll a survival check.
Fuck you.
We run it back into the woods.
I will count that 1.
14.
Plus.
Survivors, I think it's 1. Yeah, 15.
The blizzard has caught up a bit. It only took you 2 hours to get to where you were on the old road. It takes you the rest of the day to get back. And Richard, take 1 level of exhaustion.
You take 1 level of exhaustion, you little fucking bitch. I'm sorry. That was real close. Okay. Fine. I take a level of exhaustion.
Oh, by the way, both of you,
Like XP?
yeah, add 100 XP to both of yours, plus... Oh, level 2!
That's my pencil.
Oh, mine's over here. Sorry, I have the same one.
Totally fine. Wait,
level up.
You should be level 2?
Level up.
Oh,
Cool.
that.
Manage levels? That's not what I meant to do.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck, no, I meant to manage experience.
I'm gonna multi-class? No. I'm so not
Oh,
going
wait,
to do
fuck.
that.
Dear God.
I now have 25 health.
Yeah, that's way better.
I You can.
Oh, I have 17 now.
That is also much better.
Proficiencies. There we go.
It's not until level 3 that I really get anything right.
Cut all this, Nick.
Huh?
Nothing.
He's just saying cut all this.
What do you like to listen to? Because I get to bring an instrument.
What?
Or tools. Yeah.
Bring tools.
Yeah, definitely
Yeah.
bring tools. Cooking.
A brewer's supplies.
Cooking.
Yeah, cooking is probably come.
Cook's utensils is what I have.
Yes.
Cool. So we're getting.
You get to do all this when you level up.
Yeah. Because the acolyte stuff and the key to is getting involved and cool. Do you need my new character sheet now?
No, I'll send it to me later.
Okay. So we make it back to town, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm
I'm gonna say you leveled up in the tavern.
No, I'm going to the general store.
Okay. They're closed.
They're closed?
It's like midnight.
Fuck. Alright, fine. I go to the tavern.
Yeah. Darren is like putting the chairs on the tables. He's like, hello again.
Garen,
He's in his nightgown.
I'm gonna need your approval again.
He's like, okay.
Garen, I will sleep on the floor. You may take the bed.
He's like, no, you may have the room.
No, it's.
Poor guy.
I promise I'm not going to hurt. I eat oats. Like, I don't eat people. Like,
He's like, well, I guess if you're offering to take the floor,
please.
I don't have to charge you.
I literally will break your bed.
Tess is calling me.
No one cares.
Hello?
We're in the middle of something.
I'm in the EC 109. It's right by the commuter's lounge. Also, welcome Tessa Bagby to this on-air broadcast.
On the bright
What's
side.
up,
Oh, there
Tessa
she
Bagby?
is. Hello.
On the
Hi.
bright side.
Hi.
For a key, for one key point, I can.
You're on air right
Yeah.
now?
I know, but look.
You
How?
can flurry of blows.
Magic.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. After an attack action.
Yeah,
Like-
no, I know.
Recording.
I played Monk.
Oh, I didn't know. To make 2 unarmed strikes as a bonus action,
Yeah,
which is awesome
yeah,
because, then I might not die.
yeah.
There's so much nerd going on right here. I love it.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
get over yourself.
Myself, I said I love it.
Oh,
Yeah,
I thought it was sarcasm.
No, I think that was genuine.
No, it's actually genuine.
I was to see. I'm pretty sure you are as nerdy as the rest of us.
Fuck yeah, I'm stealing that for you read this.
They're already quite funny.
We almost died.
Very quickly.
That's so
First time they
Like
could die, they
literally
almost did.
2 hours into the adventure.
Yeah.
Not 2 hours real time. 2 hours in game. Just to be clear, because 2 hours real time would be ridiculous. That's too long.
It's about what we've been doing. It's been 2 hours.
Yeah, I know.
fun.
Mm-hmm.
I just read a bunch of Les Mis.
Yeah, how'd that go?
I didn't finish all of it.
Okay.
I left rehearsal early, wrote my fucking excerpt, and published it 10 minutes before.
But you
the-
wrote it.
Yeah, I wrote it.
Okay, sweet.
I'm
Good job.
not gonna read the second half of the 100 pages that are supposed to be.
I mean, just watch the movie. It's the same thing, really. I know it's not.
I like the movie better.
Is it because you can sit and eat and relax while you watch it?
Because I don't give a shit about all the streets in Paris that are being avidly described as like the roots of the barricade building.
Oh, that's no. I don't care. That's not important.
Oh, cool.
I'm gonna do laundry.
Have fun.
Cool.
Enjoy your washing your clothes. Did you just trip?
No.
That.
Bye, Tessa. Okay, cool. Cut here again, Nick. You're back at town. You're in the general store. Right?
Yeah.
I thought we were in the tavern.
No.
Going to sleep.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
You're doing that. Let's get resty.
You go to sleep. Long rest. It's the morning. 7 a.m.
Alright, cool. I go to the
You're
general.
Groundhog Daying this poor town.
Yeah, honestly though, I go to Carolyn into the general store.
She's gonna be disappointed.
And she's like, "You're back."
No, we went down the road. There was
She sees your battle wounds.
yeah. We ran into a pack of wolves. We almost died. Do you have any healing potions?
Yes, of course.
Damn it.
How many do you need?
How many do you have?
I make them.
Oh!
How many do you have? What kind are they? Are they particularly strong potions?
1.
Go fuck yourself!
He's like, he's like, I can make more today. It would take me a couple hours.
We'd like you to make
4.
4 more?
4 more.
A piece? 8?
Yes.
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 Okay. That will be 20 gold pieces.
Take it.
10 and 10, yeah?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, here's the money. All the money you need.
That is just for the labor.
How much do the potions cost?
1 gold piece apiece. So that's going to be 28 gold.
I have 6 left.
It's fine. You really don't need it outside this town.
I had 20. Then I had 20.
I got 16.
Because she gave, remember, someone gave
Oh,
us
20, 28 total?
So
So
14.
14. So I have 2 left.
I should have 11.
Cool. You both have 4. Well, technically, Nick, you have 5.
Here's 6.
Did you not use
He had
any?
2.
Oh, then you have 6 healing potions, and you have 4.
No,
I didn't use 1.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Oh,
I
when
had
you said
4.
I had 2, I thought you meant like it was like you have 1. Now you have 2. Not you have 1 and you have 2.
4
That's
again.
great.
What kind of healing potions are they?
Light wounds, moderate. Yeah, same thing. Pretty much the way I roll them is a D8.
D8.
Yeah. Depending on how I roll a D20. If I roll higher than a 15, I roll 2 D8s.
Okie dokie.
You roll Ryan?
I roll for it. Because I'm a bitch.
Fucking fuck you. Alright.
We're only going for a day, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So we still have the rations. We're fine.
Back on the journey to the Sunless motherfucking Citadel.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Did you do that again?
Yep. You can send your
Yeah, you're damn right.
eagle to scout.
Yeah.
That's a good
Long.
Okay. What are his stats?
Huh?
What are his stats? What's his wisdom? What's his passive perception?
Passive perception.
Also, can you talk to him?
Oh yes. We're very close.
Do you have speak with animals?
I don't. I can't speak. With
Passive
Okay.
perception is 14. Says in that census.
oh yeah. Passive perception is 14. His other passive is 14.
He comes back.
Comes back from where?
You sent him off?
Yes, I sent him off to scout.
He comes back.
Okay, great. Goodness. I just lose my eagle.
That was a possibility.
Good.
He's not like a psionic either. He's like
No,
he's just
he's
an animal.
real. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's just
Wait,
not
you guys
bad.
don't have a connection or anything like that?
I thought this was part of the deal, Nick. When I asked
It's
about
not.
It's not.
You're
You
not like a
have to-
druid or
You have to
anything.
be a particular kind in order to have
We're
that.
learning. Well, hopefully long will do some good.
Yeah. Anyway, he comes back, and you have your eagle again.
Stupid.
Yep. Idiot. That's why I was like, what? He's not a familiar? No? Alright.
Alright, let's go.
Didn't understand. Whatever.
G, could you possibly send your eagle ahead of us to scout?
Again? You're doing it
Maybe.
again?
Just like constantly. Just can you? Is that a thing you can do with the eagle? Have you trained it well? Like,
Highs or lows?
Lows.
You can't do that.
Damn me.
Alright, so you
Alright.
guys are venturing out again?
Well,
Highs or lows?
fuck you.
Highs?
No.
Good. It's a clear, sunny day. The snow is starting to melt, actually, a little bit. It's warmer. I rolled a nat 1. If you said highs, you would have been caught in the worst blizzard you've ever seen.
Oh my god. This is so stressful.
It's much nicer.
This is so stressful.
You get there in 5 hours. You reach the Sunless
Are
Citadel.
you fucking serious? Are you fucking serious?
Yeah, you figure like last night in the blizzard and the wolf attack, you got lost on the way back somehow. Yeah.
Who cares? We're here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
What do I see? Describe this shit, DM.
I will. Will I? Sorry.
One job is to kill us and describe things.
I'm eating! The old road passes to the east of a narrow ravine. At the road's closest approach to the cleft, several broken pillars jut from the center of the earth where the ravine widens. 2 of the pillars stand straight, but most lean atop sloped earth. Others are broken, and several have apparently fallen into the dark depths below. A few similar pillars are visible on the opposite side of the ravine. A sturdy, knotted rope is tied to one of the leaning pillars on your side of the ravine.
Fuck. I forgot to get rope.
Okay, there's one.
No, I didn't. I wanted my. Oh, fuck.
You have rope.
Oh, I do. Oh, yeah.
Oh, the
Explore
event.
that.
Yeah, you have 50 feet of hempen rope.
Gear, so I've
Yeah.
got 50 feet of hempen rope.
Okay.
Okay.
What do you do?
Also, by the way, my only known languages are Common and Minotaur. Just,
Okay.
I just thought of
Just in case you run into any more Minotaur.
I speak Draconic.
That's quite helpful.
But more
yeah.
importantly, any Minotaurs around?
No.
Thank God. Because that would be really bad.
For you.
It's- oh, I would totally play it. I'm like, who the fuck is it? Throws into the ravine.
Good.
Walk over to the other Minotaur. Hello, gentlemen. It's so good to see you again. I hope you had a blessed day.
Oh my god.
Is there any kind of door?
No.
So it's just a
It's
hole
so
in
there's
the
like a crack in the earth. You've like entered into this valley,
Yeah.
and there's a crack in the earth before you, and you just see pillars sticking out of it.
I'm assuming we walk into the crack in the air.
Go for it.
Wait, hold on.
We approach the crack in the earth.
Wait, like is it it's like a crack in the earth, like a
A ravine?
Yeah, like a massive separation of like tectonic plates.
oh.
It-
I do not want to walk into that.
Yeah, it just
Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
I can.
Okay. I'm gonna approach the ravine.
Okay.
I stay very close to him.
Okay.
Behind him. But
Great.
within arm's reach.
And
So you
I'm gonna take a dart that I have on me. And I'm gonna drop it over the edge to see if I can hear it hit the ground.
okay? It falls for about 2 seconds and then hits the ground. There's a ledge quite close to where the ravine is. There, you can see like I know it wasn't, but you didn't look before you jumped it.
Yes, I did. I literally said I look. Whatever.
Whatever. You see your dart like 20 feet below you on a ledge with like a burnt out fire pit that hasn't been touched for years.
Burned out by.
I guess this is the way it was supposed to go.
Yeah. Past that, darkness.
Well,
I take out some of my rope.
There's a rope on the. It's already like going
Is
down.
it a sturdy rope?
oh, we're going
Yeah.
down, not across.
Like actually, yeah.
Okay, it's like actually sturdy.
Yeah.
Alright, I take.
Can I go first?
Are you sure?
You are a heavy thing.
That is fair. I cannot debate with that.
Nick, you go first.
Yes, please.
You slip a little bit, but you, other than some like rope burn, you make it.
Okay.
Can I roll?
Sure, roll.
What is this? What do I roll?
Just roll a d20.
Go fuck yourself. Motherfucker, it's an 8.
Yeah, you're fine. You're more fine than him.
I'm on athletic.
That was a
This is what I'm
DC of 5.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah. So you're on this ledge. And Nick, this is where mapping comes in. It's like this 20 by 20 foot rocky ledge. And at the end of it, you can see the start of stairs going down. Like deeper into the ravine, towards the ravine side. Across, you can see the other end of the ravine just barely. It's probably like 800 feet across.
Oh, that's hella far.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. And you would say they were symmetrical, roughly?
What?
Like, would you say that on the other side there's also that staircase?
Just this side. And if it was, you wouldn't be able to see it.
Okay.
You can see that this is the foundation to what you can assume was a gate.
Okay. This was a gate? An 800-foot gate?
Well, the part that we're on, right?
The part that you're on used to be a little bit higher.
Oh.
And it would enter.
Because it dropped, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, continue
Let's
forward.
go to the stairs.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. I need to read things. There's so much to read. Yeah. Sorry, I meant to discover. There's a fireplace thingy. Not fireplace. Fire pit thingy. And then some stones just kind of in the corner on the cliffside. Yeah. And then, yeah, there's the stairs. So if you guys choose to move on.
Yeah.
Well, hang on. I want to look at the fire pit and the stones.
Roll a d20.
11.
Plus.
What perception?
Sorry. Survival.
Survival.
Yep.
Fuck. 12.
Okay. You notice footprints that look humanoid, but they're smaller than, say, like a child's footprint,
Okay.
but they're in boots.
Do you tell me this?
Yeah. I relay the
Wait,
information.
oh fuck, I didn't never find out how old our fucking kids were.
You know,
No?
she was older.
She was older, so she probably mid-20s.
Yeah, these are small, like yay big.
Probably like a goblin. I mean, I can infer.
You can infer.
Probably goblin footprints, more likely than not, considering this place and considering that goblins come in and out of here quite often.
Yeah, but it doesn't sound like they would set up camp at the top of the...
Also, the stones in the corner rumble a little bit.
There we go. That's really what I was interested in, is those rocks that you mentioned. 'Cause
Yeah.
Why would you mention rocks? We're in a tunnel.
Not in a tunnel.
Well, we're underground at this point.
You're not underground. The
The
sky is
ground-
above you.
Well, the ground is above us in some...
You're below sea level.
Yeah. Okay, the rocks are rumbling.
Almost just choked on a French fry.
Man, I draw my my quarterstaff. And
Take out my great axe.
Okay.
I poke at the rocks.
Okay. All right.
Feel fun that way.
They explode. They push you 20 feet back. You fall to your death.
Both of you make a perception check. With a no, fuck it, fuck that roll. No one needs it. 2 giant rats come out, and I fucking didn't label where the fucking stupid. I remember their stats. Yeah.
I cut them down.
Roll for initiative.
This is the 19
go
plus 21 is my initiative.
21 is your initiative, Nick.
12.
Okay, yeah, Richard, go first.
I cut.
Okay. What is there to say? Yeah, go ahead.
That's a 17.
Yeah, you hit it.
Do I really? Because I'm pretty sure. Wow. FYI, folks, I'm a D12. I rolled a 1.
That is a 1 out of 12 chance to get that number.
So 5.
Yeah, you like cut its back off. If you can imagine that. You cut it in half. And it hasn't really realized that it's cut in half and just kind of waddles over to the cliff and falls over. The other one runs away. You're out of initiative.
Hey, you're gonna hit me.
Yeah, it's a 0 level challenge. No XP.
Exactly. Yeah, that's precisely what I thought.
Yeah.
Do it. Whatever. Moving on.
Yeah.
So that pile of rocks, it's just a pile of rocks now.
Yep.
Moving on. Staircase it is.
Switchback stairs. A fortress emerges from the darkness. As you go down the stairs, you can start seeing like the rooftops of a fortress. The subterranean citadel, though impressive, seems long forgotten. If the lightless windows, crackled crenellations, and leaning towers are any indication. All is quiet, though a cold breeze blows up from below, bringing with the scent of dust and a faint trace of rot. This was a dying place.
Cool.
Yep. All right. You keep going. You go down the stairs. You arrive in a...
What a fucking party we have.
Yeah, so the way these stairs work is like boop, landing, boop, landing. You're just kind of going landing to landing.
It's just like Mines of Moria.
Yeah, less steep.
Less steep. Good.
Yeah.
Because I saw those shits and like that's very easy to just fall down.
Hooves?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're good. So you get to the bottom, and now you're like level with the fortress. You just went down like a couple 100 feet easily. You don't really know, because I don't really know. So the narrow stairs empty into a small courtyard, apparently the top of what was once a crenulated battlement. So you're like on the rooftop of something. The buried citadel has sunk so far into the earth that the battlement is now level with the surrounding floor. That floor stretches away to the north and south, composed of a layer of treacherous, crumbled masonry, which reaches to an unknown depth. To the west looms the surviving structure of what must be the Sunless Citadel. A tower stands on the west side of the courtyard.
Okay. Well, you said the thing that must be the Sunless Citadel, so I guess we head towards the thing that has to be the Sunless Citadel.
What the fuck? Okay, yeah. Yep. That is it. Yep. What are you guys doing?
Let's head that way.
Yeah, further north.
Let's head to the giant thing.
Okay, so you walk towards the tower?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Both of you make a dex saving throw.
Fuck.
18.
Die. That's a 5.
As you're walking, you can see the ground, again, is kind of crumbled. And Monk Gyatsang, you feel it shift below you and just sidestep to the side. But Jesus Christ, you fall into a hidden pit as...
I cast Levitate on my boy.
Make a... I don't even know. Just roll 2 d20s and take the lower number.
It's an 18.
It's not bad. That's bad.
3.
You just like, ah!
God damn it!
And he falls
Did
into
I
a
cast
pit.
my spell?
No, you failed.
Damn it.
Yeah.
It would have been great.
It would have been great. That would have been nice. That was a good thought.
Yeah.
That was a really good thought.
Cool.
Wait, how much you said we weigh 300? Because I can only lift the objects up to 500 pounds.
Make another dex saving throw. Richard.
Okay, that's 18.
Okay. As you fall, it's not that deep. It's like 5 feet. But you can see, like, what was supposed to be a spike trap in the wall that you would have fallen, hit a plate, and then spikes would have come out and got you. But it's so old that it's just broken. There's a dead goblin skeleton kind of in the spikes.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. I climb up.
Okay.
I climb up and out.
Cool.
It's a good thing that didn't work.
That's a good thing that didn't work.
Yeah.
I would have had to try and cast my Levitate spell again.
Mm-hmm.
To recover my corpse.
That would have been funny.
Yeah, it would have been hilarious.
Yeah, for
Nothing better
me.
than almost dying twice.
So you guys keep going.
Fuck you.
Get on.
Damn it.
So you're going to like the tower.
Yeah.
Okay. You get in, and this circular area is cobbled with crackled granite, upon which is sprawled the body of 4 goblins, apparently slain in combat. One corpse stands with its back against the western wall. The spear that killed it is still skewering it and is holding it upright. 3 wooden doors lead from this area. A hollow tower of loose masonry reaches 30 feet into the air, but the intervening floors and stairs are gone, except for a couple crumbled ledges.
Where are the wooden doors going to?
3 wooden doors lead from this area.
From this area to, we don't know.
Yeah,
But then where's the tower?
you're in it.
Oh. Oh, okay. I thought we were outside of the tower. Okay, never mind. Understood.
Yeah, you enter this tower. There's no floors above you. There used to be. Old. And then there's 3 wooden doors, 4 dead bodies, 1 that is speared up against the wall. And these are not skeletons. These are fresher. Like, still bleeding.
Still bleeding?
Yeah, like blood is pooled below them.
Oh, shit. Like, it hasn't coagulated yet? Oh, shit. This is a
Shit rash.
Yeah, it's pretty recent. Past day.
Okay. I take up the spear, first of all. And I take it.
Then I'll do the same with my quarterstaff.
Mm.
Dude, it's going to be a quarterstaff.
Roll a perception check.
I thought you were talking about your spear.
No, I take the spear that's in the goblet.
Oh, understood.
Roll a perception check.
Perception.
Both of us?
Yep.
Not 20.
Okay, you
16.
realize that maybe this isn't as recent as you originally thought when you came into the room. You kind of pull back the goblin, and his face is like melty and like rotten, and you can see like at his feet like rats have eaten the flesh away from his bone a little bit. Same thing with the other 3 on the ground. Also, when you take it off, you see a rune on the wall where it was stabbed. You can't read it. But you rolled a nat 20. You can identify it as draconic.
Ah, well, that's why I asked if I could read it.
It's draconic. Can you read this?
I can read that.
Yeah, it says a Chardalon.
It's oh.
Oh.
That's good.
Wait, is it next to a door?
No, it's just the wall.
It's just against the wall.
Yep,
Okay.
Do we know about Sharpon?
Yeah, it's the dragon.
No, I know that, but who told us that?
the mayor.
The mayor told us that. Okay. Well, hey, remember that thing the mayor said?
Yeah.
We should be concerned. Because that says the Chardalon.
I mean, it makes sense. This used to be a part of the dragon cult, so this really is all lining up with what he said. It seems like the fat piece of shit is useful for something.
Can you tell how long the rune's been there for?
Quite some time.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
It's written. It's not like written. It's a magic mark.
Right, yeah.
So it's been carved in,
Yeah.
and it's very extremely faintly glowing. Like it kind of just looks like white chalk, but
Okay.
you know it's not.
So there are 3 doors in front of us.
Yep. And 3 dead bodies.
Wow.
Can I see any tracks on the ground leading to one of the doors?
Make a perception check.
Nat 19. Let's go, my fucking guy. That's a 22.
Okay. What did you get?
I rolled a 2. Nat.
And that too.
Nat 2.
Wow.
So that makes it a 3. Hey, when something athletic has to happen, I can do it.
I have a +6.
Well.
Wow. So Richard, I'll start with Nick. Nick, as you're kind of just like walking around, you're like, yeah, dead bodies. Yeah. You loot them. There's nothing on them. Like literally, they've been looted.
Oh. Well, that's good.
So, yeah. Richard, you're going around and you're looking at the wall and you can see a lever. You can see that one of the stones is not right. Something's off about it. And you know that it's a mechanism of some sort. You pull it?
I pull
Okay.
Oh boy.
Yeah, so you pull it and a needle comes straight out of the wall and into your bicep, or not your bicep, your pec. And you take 1 point of piercing damage. Also, make a dexterity saving throw.
it. You should do. You should go fuck yourself. That's a 16.
Yeah, as it stabs you, you kind of see something shift in the wall to the right, and it looks like it might be a door. That's not part of the 3 doors.
So,
Like the stone.
so
like
why did I make a dex save?
Wait.
what?
Could be the door.
I choose the middle door.
You made a dex saving throw to not get stabbed again.
Yeah, I go through the middle door. I ignore
You
that.
go through the middle door?
No, not the one that just creaked. Not
Yeah, I know. You go through one of the 3.
I'm so afraid. I don't know what to do.
There's no way there's another door.
Okay, well, hold on. Okay, actually.
The 3 is including the one you came in. So there's
Oh.
2, and then another one just opened that you didn't know was there.
Yeah. Okay. So, but the thing is, okay. So let's think about this.
Yeah.
So, this is a secret cult.
Yeah.
This room was supposed to be hidden.
Mm-hmm. It's where
Which-
we're supposed to go.
It's where we're supposed to go, possibly. The thing is, though, it would make the most sense that this is where we're supposed to go, considering that it is a secret cult, and they're trying to hide things, and this would make sense that this would not be the obvious path. Because if I was a secret cult, I would hide things. So that's just logical.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. We should.
But
go
I'm
this
also out of character. I'm horribly terrified that this is the door.
Because if it is the door, we're not gonna survive.
We're not gonna survive. We're just gonna die. But you know what? Fuck it.
You're level 2 now.
Oh.
Kick down that door. I kicked down the door.
No,
that opened.
no. Oh, he's doing it.
You doing it?
Yep.
All right, you kick down, and the cobble like just crumples this door that was obviously trying to be hidden. And you go in, and it's a very, very small room. This pocket chamber is damp and cold. ASMR. The skeletons of 3 long-dead archers slump against a rubble-filled arrow slits along the east and south wall. So, like, you got these skeletons in here. They animate. Roll for initiative.
Was this the room?
No,
Oh, thank God.
you would have known.
Okay.
Oh, good.
Okay. I can't tell you how paranoid I am.
I need to look up skeleton stats real quick. Oh my god. What did you guys roll?
14.
12.
Roll again.
13.
Okay, cool. So, you said what?
14.
Skeleton boy goes first, then you, then the other 2. I need to look up skeleton stats real quick because I actually didn't know this room existed.
Oh. Wait, what?
Yeah. It's a secret room.
This
Oh.
is gonna be something else. Okay.
Okay. Cool. Wow. Okay, so, yeah, skeleton attacks you, Richard.
I don't like things. Wow.
What's your AC now?
Still 15.
Okay, yeah, it's so decrepit that it kind of swings and its arm falls off. It now has 1 arm. It's your turn.
I take my great axe and I swing at it.
Yeah, go for it.
17 plus 6.
17. Yeah, you hit it.
I get 14 damage.
Yeah, so you hit it and its rib cage just dust. It's dead. That's 1 down. Nick, you
I'm gonna hit it with my
hit the other one.
Dragon Bolt. 7.
No.
7 for hit. Well, it's 12 for hit because it's 5.
So what did you roll?
I rolled a 7, but I
And
have
you got a 12.
plus 5. Yeah. 12.
Okay, you miss.
Of course I did. Well,
You-
I'm gonna do my additional action.
Yep.
Whoop, fucking whoop. There's a 19.
Every time
I
you
know,
roll that bonus action, it's a
didn't matter.
19.
Well, it doesn't matter. And then this is my unarmed. Fuck me. Oh wait, what is it? 7.
Okay, yeah, you punch its head off, but it's still moving.
Of course it is.
It swings at you without a head. What's your AC?
14.
It crits.
It swings, and since it no longer has a head, completely misses you and hits the other guy. And does...
Is that not 1?
Oh my god, what? Oh, okay, that was very scary for a second. It has a short bow, and it just plucks an arrow from the wall, and... It kills the other one. And it's your turn again, Richard.
That's a nat 18.
Yep.
That's a 5 plus 4.
Yeah, it's dead.
That's a 9.
Yeah, you take your great axe and finish the job.
Go.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's dead.
cool.
Yep. Yeah, you loot them, I assume?
We got XP?
Yeah, you do. Shit, I just closed the page. You both get 50 XP. No, you both get 150 XP.
Also, how much in total level 3?
That's a great question, Richard. Fucking great question.
Oh wait, you have it up. It's 900 XP.
Yeah, 900.
Yeah.
So that's 100.
I didn't hear you ask any of those questions.
Yep, 150.
So 700, right? 750.
Yeah, that wolf, the big one, was
Yeah.
worth 700. But since I dropped its stats, I made it worth like 200. And then the other wolf's just like, yep, you leveled up.
So it was 700?
Yeah,
Jesus, mother.
It was
The
worth
challenge
700
level
when
3.
It was 75 HP.
yes, so I dropped that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, so you both get 13 silver pieces each.
Pieces.
I like peach.
And $15 gold pieces each.
Oh, your boy. This is why we adventure.
Now you can see how cheap that town actually is.
Can we? Or how expensive it is.
I mean, it's expensive for
you said
what's
15,
around?
right?
15, yes.
I don't know why this does this, because instead of adding, it like just changes what it's worth. Like if I put 18 here and hit add, oh, that's this. I'm stupid. Never mind. Ignore me.
Cool. Yeah. Okay. So you get out of that secret pocket, and you're back.
Is there nothing else?
Oh, that was it.
No, literally 3 skeletons
Wow.
and their treasure.
Oh.
Wow, that's pretty worth it. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
it was like a little hideaway for them to snipe
Oh.
when they
Oh.
were alive.
Wait, so snipe people coming in? Like, so was there like a
Yeah.
a view? point?
Yes.
Can I look?
Yeah,
out
sure.
And see what kind of vantage we have?
Yeah, go ahead.
So I
Roll a
approach-
perception.
Okay. Nat 20.
You look out. There's a wall 1 foot in front of you.
It's sunk into the ground.
It's stuck
Yeah.
into the ground.
Damn it.
That was hysterical.
Damn it.
Because
And you are absolutely sure that it is a wall in front of
because
you.
I was like, it's sunk to the ground.
Yeah.
Damn. Well, I mean, I figured like, oh, well, the door is.
No,
on
it
the-
It made sense if it were above ground.
It made sense. It made total sense.
Would have been a good
Oh,
roll.
because originally it was like
Above ground. Yeah.
Sunk.
I was thinking like it was for them to snipe in the now underground.
Nope. It was a look towards the outside.
You never know.
No, I understand. That
What a waste of a d20. though.
Hey, roll a d20.
Yeah, well,
A nat 20, rather.
natural. You know,
All right. I choose the left door.
The left door.
I'm gonna
Okay.
follow him.
Let me read. So you open the door, and the masonry walls of this 20-foot wide hall are in poor repair. The far end has collapsed, filling the south urn section with rubble. The western wall is in much better shape than the other walls, and it holds a stone door with a rearing dragon carved into the relief of it. The door has a single keyhole, situated in the rearing dragon's open mouth.
Okay. Well, we need a key.
Yep.
Also, it's 10:35.
Okay. We can stop here. You are in a place with a dragon door. You set up some camping supplies. Chill out. How are we ending this? We're just gonna stand there, AFK.
Yeah, literally.
Okay, cool.
I'm not
Yeah,
taking
the
it.
world ceases to exist with time, and you're frozen. Thank you for joining us. This is episode 2 of this. So yeah, tune in next week for episode 3 of Crit Happens, a Sunless Citadel. Cue the music.
Bye.